everybody, this is the astrology, brief astrology before the weekly readings for April 1st through the 7th. Okay, now there's only two things that's really happening this week. Okay, the first thing we have, Aries is in the sun. Okay, Aries is in the sun, which talks about new beginnings, and it talks about rebirth of things. Okay, there it is. So with these two cards falling out, I'm hearing that it has to do with rebirth of the heart. Okay, so opening up of emotions, lots of new relationships, not lots of new things that are happening are now going through the growth phase. Okay, so they're either going to grow or they're not going to grow. This is where they get stronger or they get weaker around this time. Okay, you're seeing the beauty in, it's like you're seeing the beauty in a situation, and you got that fire up under you right now when it comes to love this week. Okay, so the next thing that's happening is Mercury is in retrograde. So Mercury in retrograde means that there is, problems with communication. Same old. Okay, this actually is going on. Both of these transits are going on from this week to next week, actually. So they're both going to be the same. But with Mercury in retrograde, look at that. Look at that. It's going to feel like things are falling apart, okay? You're going to be focusing on the past, wishing that the past would come back or things would get better. But really, honestly and truly, it's about your confidence and self-esteem right now. I feel like things aren't actually as bad as you think they are. It just kind of feels that way because of Mercury being in retrograde and people not knowing how to communicate or people not knowing how to express themselves correctly, okay? So this is a good time in relationships or other situations in your life to build more friendships, okay? Those last longer. A good relationship built on friendship is the best relationship, right? So this is going to help you in the future get out of hard challenges and hard problems with each other because you're friends first before you're lovers. So during these next 2 weeks, be very, very patient with each other, okay? You're gonna have to be patient during this week. I know it doesn't feel like you want to, but there's a lot of patience here because people are doing a lot of rebuilding. Things are being broken down and you're developing things that are stronger, okay? So we're going to go into your readings for the week. This is, well, I'm going to put this video for both weeks because it's the same. So it'll be 1st through the 7th and the 8th through the 14th. I'll see you guys next week. I love you very much. Love and light. Bye-bye. Hello guys, this is your reading for the element of Earth for April 8th through 14th. I hope you're doing great this week. So we're going to start with Taurus, the sign of Taurus. So Spirit, what do you have for Taurus for April 8th through 14th? What would you like them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? King of Wands, 8 of Cups, 5 of Cups in reverse, 9 of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower, and the 6 of Swords. On the bottom of the deck, you have the 7 of Pentacles and the King of Cups both in reverse here, okay? So for your overall energy, you may feel like there are problems in the love sector of your life. This feels more like love to me, okay? You may be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces that's all over the place, or a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that's not putting in the time and energy for the relationship. This could be you not putting in the time. Now, if this is you not putting in the time, I feel like you're not putting in the time because you don't want to be manipulated, okay? Also, you could be so controlling over your emotions that you seem to be mean or angry, okay? Because you're not getting what you want, or there's nothing coming from your love life, so you're kind of putting a block up. Okay, it raises the fear of putting in too much work and investing so much time when you feel like you should know better. Like if something happens, you are definitely trying to take control of either a relationship that you're in or the next relationship that you are in. Okay, definitely. You have Maybe you feel like someone else, a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, has more control over it than you do. You don't like that. So you're trying to see things differently. It's like you're walking away from that. You may be walking away from a person that is controlling or that was guiding a situation, and you've decided that you wanted to take control. Okay? Or they may also be walking away from you. And I feel like this is a shock. This is a shock with the Tower card, okay? So someone is walking away. With these two cards together, someone is walking away. Something is leaving. Either you're leaving or they're leaving, okay? And it may have to do with they're working really hard or you're working really hard, and you have a certain direction that you're going in, and you're trying to find the best place to be. This is not an ideal situation for you with the 5 of Cups, okay? But you're making the best out of the situation. You're trying to. You're trying to make the best. You're trying to recover from leaving or someone walking away from you, and you're just moving forward. Of course, this is a shock. It's not something that you wanted. It feels like you're starting from scratch. But you're moving forward with your thoughts, what you've learned, what you know. And you're moving forward. Definitely becoming a stronger person. I can definitely see that. You're not letting this take control over you. You may be over controlling your emotions though. Okay, because you feel like you don't want to give too much. You don't want to expect something when nothing is going to come out of it. You're definitely taking control of your passions when it comes towards love because you don't want to fail. You definitely don't feel in control, and this is your way of feeling in control, is emotionally walking away from something. You're taking this as a situation where the universe is expecting something. That's why the Tower, you're feeling like the Tower came for a reason. This epiphany, this abrupt moment has come for a reason, and you're working with it to see things differently. You're speaking differently. You're thinking about love differently. You're recovering, and this is your way of doing that, of getting your emotions back and getting back on a path that seems more sturdy for you. Okay, Taurus. So your oracle card is, there's nothing to worry about. Okay, this means that you're safe. You're safe where you're being guided. Because I feel like you're being guided to walk away from something. You're being guided to see something differently, to look at something from a different aspect. Either someone walked away from you, you're walking away from something, or even an aspect. Maybe you're walking away from the fact that you feel like you need to control something, right? Because by controlling it, you're really not in control, or you're stopping things that the universe wants to happen from happening. And you're starting to learn to work with the universe, and it's changing your perspective on things this week. And you're realizing that you shouldn't worry so much about trying to control things, okay?
So next we have Virgo. Spirit, what do you have for Virgo for April 8th through 14th? What would you like them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of April 8th through 14th? Okay, Virgo, we have King of Cups in reverse, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Wands and the Page of Wands, also in the upright, okay? So these two cards, you are starting a new beginning. You feel new, okay? I feel like you have this new energy that's pushing you to try new things, to be new, to leave yourself open, to be more explorative in the world. You may have met an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius as well. But I feel like you're just seeing what comes out of it, okay? You're in the early results of starting something new, being new, feeling this new energy, trying things a different way this week. There may have been a Cancer, Scorpio, or is, sorry, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in your life, okay, that may be a little bit emotionally unstable, okay? I feel like they're trying to gain control of their emotions, and sometimes they can go up and down. Okay, I feel like you are a little weary about investing in this person because there were no rewards in the situation in the past, but you feel happy. You feel like this is a dream come true, that they possibly came back. But with the King of Cups being in reverse, it does tell me to be a little weary of this person. Not that they're bad, it just means that their emotions are a little bit wonky. They don't really know what they want, but they do. Like, they have the best intentions. The cups court always has the best intentions to me, okay? But this just means that they've been going through whatever they've been going through for a while, okay? So they're a little bit more mature, but they still have that manipulative attitude when they do want to have that, okay? And with the Eight of Pentacles being here, I feel like you are working on something with this particular sign or person, okay? You are working on something, putting in the effort, seeing what happens, because you're happy here. You want this to be a dream come true. You want to be, you're content in the situation right now, okay? Be careful about putting too much effort in, okay? What I'm getting with this card is wait to see what happens. When you do something, that's fine, but wait. Because this eager energy right here is going to have you pushing yourself a little bit too much, okay? With this being next to it, it just was a reminder that there's something to learn here, okay? Meaning that if you start doing something, it doesn't get the right results, then you need to move to something different, okay? But this card is a card of eagerness, manifesting, making something happen, okay? If you're waiting for a new job, this is a good omen that job will call you, okay? So that I feel like there's a lot of new things happening for you, and you're moving forward. Not only are you moving forward in love, I feel like you're also moving forward in career, mostly career. But if there is a love aspect here, you're moving forward in that as well. Okay, so you have plans, you have a plan, and you're working on it. Okay, I feel like you're content. You start working on something new, and then you move forward with it, with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, you start a new routine, possibly with this person that you're dealing with, or whatever it has to do with career. Okay, so yeah, there is some new passion coming from this person. Okay, some new passion, and it's like this is an opportunity for you this go round, Virgo, to see things that you didn't see before, or to not ignore the things that you tried to ignore before because you were trying to be compassionate. There is going to come a time when you need to realize that you do have certain emotional dependence on situations, and that's why you work so hard. So that's something for you to pay attention to this week, okay? So let's see what your oracle card is going to be this week, Virgo. Time to go. Okay. This is just a reminder, because that's what I'm hearing. I'm not saying it's time for you to leave something. I'm hearing that this is a reminder that when it's time to let something go, it's time to let it go. Whether that be a person, a situation, or whatever it is. You have this eagerness to want to start things, but you also have this, especially with these two cards being so close to each other, is that this codependent on emotion can make you work extremely hard on something that may not be good for you because you're so used to going at a certain pace. And you're like, well, I can learn from this situation, or I can manifest something if I try hard enough. And sometimes that's not really good for you, especially with this Seven of Pentacles being here in reverse. It's just a reminder that you didn't like how this person was before, or this situation was before, because you have this contentment about it, but you have to remember those little aspects. Okay. Next we have Capricorn, Spirit. What do you have for Capricorn? What would you like them to know for April 8th through 14th? What would you like them to be aware of, pay attention to for April 8th through 14th? The Chariot in reverse, the Moon, Justice in reverse, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Queen of Swords. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Pentacles and the Judgment in reverse. Okay. Okay. So this is a week to see how you work with others, whether this be co-workers, relationships, friendships, family, how these relationships are working together. Okay. In some of these, there is an aspect of indecision, or not making good choices, and that needs to be worked out. Like it's about how you're working together, how you're communicating. There's a problem there, and there needs to be some change. There's something that you need to see, okay, that you need to face the reality of, that you need to be proactive in. Okay, so with the cards here, the Chariot talks about you feeling like you're not going in the right direction, whatever situation this is, okay? And it has to do with fear, definitely. It has to do with fear and prioritizing each other. Maybe you're not prioritizing Maybe you're not prioritizing enough in work, or you're not prioritizing enough in love, okay? But it talks about you not going in the same direction as someone else. Your fear is causing you to have problems making a decision. It feels more comfortable for you to stay in the middle and not really make any decisions either way. That's what I see. Okay, you may be dealing with another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or you may be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, or both. You may be choosing between the two. Okay, this may also be you choosing between work and this other person. And I feel like this other person is being nurturing. They're communicating. They will call you out if there is a problem. I feel like they're being truthful with you. But I also feel like what you're missing in this relationship, they may be looking for outside of the relationship, whether this be attention or some sort of communication. And I feel this because this fear that you have is leaving this, with this justice being in reverse, it's leaving like an injustice, okay, an unfairness. And they may be starting to feel that unfairness because you need to make a decision on your fears. It's like your instinct is to run away, or your instinct is to see that something is wrong, and it's causing you to not go the same path, to have a little certain amount of aggression. Okay, I do feel as though you do want to move things forward. You have an idea that you really want this to happen, but fear is holding you back. Okay, it's like you're not having faith, or you're not seeing the long term. You're letting your fear take way more precedence than your faith. Okay, so your mind is creating all of these scenarios and you're answering to them. Okay, it's important for you to balance these things. It's also time for you to revisit these fears that you have when it comes to whatever this situation is. It really feels like love to me, but it's time for you to I lost my word. Confront these injustices. These injustices, I guess. I don't know what you would call it. Or this sort of unfairness. Okay? There may also be a secret. Okay? If you have a secret or something that you want to say, this will be a good time to say it, because I feel as though they perceive it anyway. They may be dealing with a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This is someone that they may have been dealing with for a long time. This would not be a new person, okay? And I feel like this person is coming back into their lives to try to recover them back because they see that they're unhappy. Okay? To redirect them from you almost, because they see that they're having some sort of problem with you and this is like an end for them. Okay? So be very aware of that. Okay? Pay attention to people that aren't working with you the way they were before. Okay? Aren't putting enough time in the way they were before. Okay? Because feeling that, it's like that energy of feeling left out in the cold. That's why this card came out. Okay? So be aware of that. Oh, Oracle card. Shower of abundance. So you have this opportunity, Capricorn, to have this, to be happy, to be in a situation where things can work out. If this person doesn't have another person coming into their life, they're just trying to figure out where they fit. They're trying to heal that part of their life, okay, where they were sad or you know, lacking that energy in. They are starting to get that back and find some sort of direction. But they're doing this outside of you, okay? Because I feel like you may be pushing back a little bit, but not pushing back. That's what it feels like to me. So it feels like everything's not as perfect as it could be, and that's causing you to want to step back and not really have faith in the situation, or not to think that maybe there's not any long term. So that's what keeps you from making a certain decision. But I do feel like this person likes you. I do. And I feel like they just want it to work out. Okay? So thank you so much for listening, guys. I will see you next week. I love you very much. Love and light. Bye-bye.